We've got hopes in our hearts and stacked wish lists. 2026 is here, and these are the games we cannot wait to play. Joelle debuts a brand new podcast game that throws Leah and Cat into a debate. And yes, the rivalry is heated. And Leah shares her firsthand experience from the Pokémon TCG Regional Championships in Toronto. It's hype, it's chaotic, and it's all happening on this week's episode.
Get ready for the Girls on Games podcast, your weekly dose of news, reviews, and everything video games. Always served with a good helping of hype and just a pinch of salt. And now, your host, Leah.
Hello and welcome to another Girls on Games podcast. My name is Leah. I'm the host of this show. This is episode number 525. Joining me around this digital table is Catherine. Hey, Cat.
Hello.
As well as Joelle. Joelle, what's up?
Hello. You know,
surviving?
Just barely.
Barely.
Barely. It's pretty wild, but yeah. So, you know, if you know folks in Minnesota, just check in on them. Just make sure that they're doing okay. Send resources, send love. Like, there's lots of, you know, it's really nice to hear when I'm on Instagram and stuff that people are cheering for us, and what we're doing is making a difference and giving people hope. So that's nice. But yeah, it is. This is the worst timeline. This is the worst. Another unprecedented event.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Fascism.
Yay for being a millennial.
I'm like, all right, well, I wonder when these will stop. What's next?
Yeah,
I'm just like, I don't know.
The only constant is chaos.
That's right, for reals.
All right, with that, hopefully, once again, we'll give you a little bit of reprieve from the day to day and talking about video games. Today's fun, too, because we're talking about things we're excited for in 2026. Games that are on the release schedule. Before we get into that, let's do a little bit of housekeeping. If you enjoy this show, you can subscribe. We're available on Apple Podcasts, YouTube Music, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and Podbean. If you'd like to give us a tip, maybe buy us a coffee, you can do that by going to our Ko-fi. That's ko-fi.com/girlsongames. Ladies, what are you up to this week? Kat, anything fun and exciting?
Not really. Pascal went for a shadow weekend that I had to skip because I couldn't take that time off work. But also, somebody has to stay with old man Dimitri and give him his medication. But also the weather was bad, so I was like, y'all travel. Like, they got stuck going in and leaving in the ice and the snow. They had to push cars. You know, like 10 out of 10 Canadian winter experience. But I was like, I'll just stay here, shovel my front stairs. So yeah, kept it pretty quiet for that. But planning exciting stuff. I took a week off in February so that I can continue doing nothing.
Nice.
Sleep.
Amazing.
Yes. Yeah, it's basically the extra week I wanted to take during the holidays that I couldn't.
You couldn't.
Because we were too busy / two of my bosses were gone for that extra week. And I was like, cool, I'll take it off in February. So, yeah, I'm just going to look into appointments, maybe some light shopping, you know. We're getting our new mattress next week. Next step is maybe a couch, stuff like that. So I want to take that time off. I also need that time off. I have a lot of stuff that I've been putting on the back burner for Girls on Games. Getting our merch store back up with the new look and feel. I started working on goodies, you know, like maybe like desktop and phone backgrounds and wallpapers, and you know, I kind of half went through the update of the website and then stopped. You know, and a lot of that I wanted to do over the holidays, but I was sick instead, like completely on my ass with fever for like the 2 weekends. So a lot of that, I want to look into a lot of that during my vacation.
Joelle, did you do anything fun?
Well, Ryan was sick, and then I got sick. So I was sick. And then we did have a long holiday weekend, but I took Friday. We took
It's
Friday
a holiday.
Yeah, today's a holiday. Happy MLK Day. And so I did take Friday off because I just wasn't feeling good and I wanted a longer weekend, which was good. So, no, just like did just kind of hung around, did some reading, um, played some more graders, and we got like some art hung up, and I don't know. We just we hung out. I think like a part of it is, in this weird like state. It's like for me, I like to like action and like to do something. But it's hard to like know exactly what to do that's going to be like super helpful or impactful, and sometimes like it feels really too big, but you just got to remember that like any little action is helpful, and like any little thing that you do like does matter. So I donated some money, I donated some food. My knee is still kind of bummed, so it's like hard for me to do a lot of like walking or things like that. But yeah, just kind of hung out and talked to some friends and things like that. So it wasn't anything crazy. And it's also been really cold here too, like in like negative. Like today, I think high was like 4 or something, and we're gonna get a huge cold snap this week. Like -9 is the high and things like that. So I think a part of it is probably trying to prep for that. And although there is a cat show that we might go to this coming weekend.
A cat show?
Yeah, which I never thought I'd be a person that would go to a cat show.
So do you guys don't own a cat, right?
No, but we're trying to figure out if we eventually do want a cat and a dog, but we're just trying to figure out like which one we want to get first. And for a cat, we want to get a Maine Coon, like those
big guys,
the big fluffy giants. But we're trying to find like a good breeder close where we can get one. So Reddit suggested to us to go to this cat show that I think they're still doing. Apparently it's still on for the winter carnival that will still happen this coming week. And so yeah, there's a domestic cat show, and people go and they bring their cats and they show off their cats, and it gets judged and all that stuff, and you meet people. And so I think the hope is to try to meet people that own them and see where we can maybe like find a good breeder. So yeah, so we're just kind of doing some research now to figure out if like what kind of animal we want and things like that. So we'll see if hopefully we end up going. Also I'm switching my condo out to rent, and so just also have a bunch to do to get ready for that, cleaning and inspections and like all that stuff. So that's pretty busy, keeping us pretty busy too. So there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
Totally.
So yeah.
I feel that. Yesterday I went on a little adventure. I went to the Pokémon trading card game regional championships.
That is wild.
Here in Toronto.
Yes.
I know. I like never anticipated ever being in a place where I could. Like, obviously when I lived in Newfoundland and then moved to Montreal, I was like, things are bigger, there's more here, blah 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 blah. But then there's just something about Toronto, like you get all the big stuff come through because it is the biggest city in the country. So like you don't anticipate it. Now mind you, they've had regionals and nationals and whatever else in like Vancouver and things like that too, but yeah, it was here in Toronto. So I play a little bit. Mike plays a little bit on his, mostly both of us on the pocket version on the phone. But I've learned to play. I think it's a lot of fun. And I was really curious to see what something like that would be like. Because we've obviously been to tons of like Comic Cons and fan expos and whatever. And I'm like, okay, so what is it like to be at an official Pokemon event? And on top of that, my next door neighbor actually plays competitively. So between Mike, myself, Matt, and Charlene, we all went down on Sunday. And honestly, it was really cool. Kind of exactly what I anticipated, but in a good way. Like, it is kind of like a comic convention, but it's just like tables and tables of people playing. There's a bunch of, like, I would say on both sides. It's not like the full complex that they were using in the convention center. They had just one area of it because obviously I've been there for Fan Expo when it's freaking huge, and they just had it set up so like on one side was like the big competitive games that were being streamed along with like a merch store for like official merch and a prize pool, because no matter what you did, if you like competed or played in some way, you got points and you could trade them in for prizes, which is really cool. And then on the other side, where they had some, I guess, vendors and things, they were all like officially licensed stuff, so you wouldn't get anything like you'd see at a fan expo, like Artist Alley or anything, because it had to be licensed Pokemon gear. Right. So that was really cool. There were people playing, obviously, the card game, but then also to some of the video games as well as Pokemon Go. So that was really cool, and got to pick up Pokemon Go again. I turned it on and that place was insane. People were dropping lures. I think they mark where they're having the regional championships, because you know when you go in the Pokestop and you can only see like a picture of why that Pokestop is like important, like if it's a park plaque or something like that. They actually had the emblem for the regional championship on there, which was really cool.
Really? They can do that?
Yeah, it's really cool. I ended up, and like so many people were dropping lures, and there's so much, and because we're like concentrated downtown, so there was like 5 or 6 different Pokestops in one small area. I got 2 shiny Pokemon. I hadn't touched the game in years. So yeah, I thought that was fun. So yeah, they also had other activities too, where you can like my neighbors ended up doing the build a deck kind of style gameplay, where essentially you get like a deck and you have to build it out there live, and then you go play 3 matches against other people at the same time, which is really cool. And they also had activities like a coloring zone for kids and an origami zone for kids. So like I made anybody, I made a Vulpix in origami, which was fun. Did a little bit of shopping, picked up a bunch of the official merch. Mike picked up a box in one of the series that we were already kind of rolling with, and he ended up pulling a card in that when he was ripping packs that was like $160 US.
Oh wow.
So I was kind of impressed with that. But with the cards, because there was vendors there, right, for official card, because everybody's just trying to build their decks and stuff, going through trying to see what the most expensive cards were. And I thought at first I found one. It was like this gold Charizard card. It was $500. And then Mike was like, no, come look over here. It was a Gyarados for $3,600.
Oh my gosh.
Jesus.
Yeah. I was like, this is nuts.
Was it one of those like misprint that like gets super crazy?
No, I think it was just, I took a picture of it. It's in the Discord. It's just like, maybe it's a really rare, and it also has like gold foil on it. I don't know, with the holograms. Usually if they're holograms, they're usually rarer. Yeah, I don't. Maybe it's one of the first prints. I don't know. I didn't ask too many questions. I just saw, oh my God, $3,600 for a card. That's nuts.
Nuts.
No, that is ridiculous. Like I can't fathom a playing card being worth like what I paid for a fucking mattress.
It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. So, I mean, all of it together, like we were down there for a good 4 hours or so, just hanging out, seeing what was going on, watching people play. It seemed like just like, it was a fun Sunday activity. And that was going on for 3 days. It was on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We could only get there on Sunday. But, it was really fun. Welcoming event, equal parts competitive, a little bit of nostalgia thrown in there, and just fun because it's so cool seeing kids run around with like, and everybody had like Pokemon stuffies on their shoulders, or
That's
wearing
cute.
merch, or like trading cards, or just being excited, and yeah,
That's
I liked it. Made me feel a little bit better about the world we live in.
That's good. That's good.
All right, ladies, let's get to the Fantasy Critic. Not gonna lie, no games came out that anybody had on their roster. I went to put in the bot in the Discord channel, and it said it threw an error, and I'm like, why? Why? Oh, did it break? And then I realized, oh yeah, nothing's released that anybody picked yet, so that's why I couldn't pick any numbers. There were some bids though in both leagues. In our podcast league, Joelle went on a bit of a spending spree by spending $1 on Phantom Blade Zero, and then $3 on Mouse PI for Hire. So You Shall Not Game Pass has 2 new games on their roster. A lot more action in the Community League. I'm going to have to go through these one by one. All right. Hell Let Loose Vietnam was bid on and won by Concrete Raven Studios, aka NJK, for the bid of $1. Ghosts of Yotai Legends had a little bit of a fight. It was won by Margot with a bid of $8. Jessica tried to buy it as well for $8, but lost on tiebreakers. Phoenix tried to buy it for $2, but also was outbid with $8. I know that they put this game in the system because they wanted me to attempt to read out its name, and they know how I often stumble over game names, so bear with me. This game is called PVKK : Planet Invertigunkesoenomena Dominant. I don't know what I just said.
That's just a German compound word. I'm pretty sure of it.
Where's Pascal? I need him to tell me how to say this. It was won by Ross. Ross, I'm never saying the full name of that game again. We're just going to call it PVKK : obnoxious name at the end, okay? Bid of $7. What cost you that? I hope that game's good and worth the $7 and the anguish you're putting me through. Thank you very much.
He did win. So, you know.
Warhammer 40,000 Dawn of War 4. Yeah, that's Roman numeral 4. So yeah, Warhammer 40,000 Dawn of War 4 won by Stainsby Kingsby with a bid of $15. Jessica tried to buy it as well with $8. Did not succeed. She was outbid. This is an interesting one. Unannounced Assassin's Creed Black Flag remake. I've been hearing some rumors and scuttlebutt about this.
Interesting.
Offshore Meteor managed to pick that one up for a bid of $12. I hope that does come to fruition. Valor. Oh, no, I missed one. Rhythm Heaven Groove. That game had a bit of a fight too. Phoenix picked it up with a bid of $6. Jessica tried to buy it with a bid of $3. She was outbid. Valor Mortis was won by Offshore Meteor for $5. Phoenix tried to buy it with $3, but of course was outbid. The Eternal Life of Goldman was won by Margot with a bid of $8. Ross also attempted to pick it up for $7, but was outbid. Mariachi Legends was won by Ross with a bid of $7. Deadlock was also won by Ross with a bid of $1. Never Grave, The Witch and the Curse was won by Jessica with a bid of $6. And Pokemon Pokepia was picked by Ross as a counter pick for $7. Ross, I hope you are wrong.
Yes, I do too.
Let's get into what everybody's playing. Catherine, Baldur's Gate 3, Dark Urge Run. How does it go?
I went to do the Underdark and I got sucked in. As basically, if you played BG3, you know. Showed up at the Forge, the Grim Forge, and I fucked shit up. As one does. I don't know. I can't get myself. I think I would have to pick, really start a game and be like, I'm going to be an asshole. Because right now I can't seem to be the gnomes are like, we're slaves, help us. And I'm like, of course I'm going to help you. Yeah. So it is what it is. So far, however, I've been low on the dark urges though.
Maybe because you're doing good things.
No, I think it's because of how stuff is aligned and how I'm hitting story points, because it's stuff that happens when you go to the camp and you rest for a long night. And if it's not if you don't have a story beat, I had something happen between Shadowheart and Lae'zel. Stuff like that. So it's been mostly stuff that I've seen before because it's tied to the main story. Probably because I don't rest as much as I should.
Yeah, I think you mentioned that last week, and I figured you would have tried more this year or this time around this week as you were playing. that you said that you weren't like going to do the rest, and you think that's when it triggers the dark urges to come.
Yeah, exactly. And I was like, oh, maybe because I plundered, I looted, and I got a lot of because every time you long rest, you need to spend camp supplies to be able to like rest fully. And basically you have to have a full rest, you need to have filled in 40 slots, right? So if you find like a bottle of wine, that counts for 2 camp supplies, right? So like long rests are a finite resource as well. But the thing is I think it's also my build, because I have myself as a monk. I swapped Astarion for Lysel, who's a fighter, and I have Will, who's a warlock, and all 3 of us, a lot of like our mechanics are refreshed on a short rest. My key points, Lysel's superiority die, and Will's warlock spells, because warlocks have like a very limited spell list, very low spell slots. But they have like better cantrips, like their base cantrips are actually very good. But they also have like, with their pack, they get like freebie spells. So you have to curate your stuff, but you can cast it more often. So like he replenishes everything on a short rest. The only one who needs, I have to like cater to a long rest, is Shadowheart, because she's a cleric and her spell slots, and she's my healer. So, but because I'm got sticky fingers, I also pick up all the potions. So this time around, I'm trying to be more into alchemy and have more potions to compensate. So I use less spells. So I think I'm being too efficient, is basically what I'm saying, Leah. And I'm not sleeping enough. So there's no nightmares.
So one time she's trying to invite nightmares.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna make stock of like how much stuff I have, and I think I'm gonna try to sleep more, and see if I can trigger, because at one point it's gonna have to trigger. Like I can't make it to like Baldur's Gate without, I don't know, me murdering somebody in my sleep again. Yeah, honestly, it seems unrealistic.
You're just putting it off. Like you're trying to not see Freddy Krueger, so you're putting off the nightmares.
But anyway, this weekend I basically sped run the Underdark part, because I was convinced like, oh, if I go through the Underdark, I'm gonna find the Night Song. But then I realized it's like, oh no, that's just the first step, and I forget what it is for the second step. And I did it before, but now my brain is smooth and I forgot it. But
you can look it up. It's not like you don't know how it ends.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go do a little gander in the Baldur's Gate subreddit. But yeah, I am enjoying it. Other than that, I am stalking at work. We have a thing to rent games through work, like a little like game library that's free, that's employee only. Every time Astrobot comes back in stock, I get the email, I click on it, I come back, some other fucking nerd gets it before me.
Oh wow.
I'm just like, urge. So I'm stalking to get Astrobot. I'm like, ee. So because like if I can get that disc for free, basically through work or through the library or something, then as soon as I get it, I'll play the game, because I know it's short, and then I'll go back to Baldur's Gate. So I'm trying to do that. If not, I did pick up Spider-Man 2 during the holiday sales on the PlayStation Network. So after I'm done with this run of Baldur's Gate, I think I'll just jump into Spider-Man 2. I didn't play Miles Morales.
That's not very long.
I
really like that one.
You're
that
gonna
one's
love it.
Really good.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Because I played the first Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I did not play the Miles Morales like mini game.
It's like it's only like 20 hours or so.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And then did you not play the new? Well,
she hasn't played
Venom?
the second one yet.
Oh, okay.
Right. No, and I didn't play Venom. No.
Okay. Oh, it's so good. Oh, so good, Cat.
Yeah. You should do. Yeah. I I don't know if it carries on if there's story beats you don't get or anything like that. I'm uncertain because I haven't played the second Spider-Man yet. But Miles Morales was great. I kind of wish there was the system where we could do like the game card sharing like you can on the Nintendo Switch, because then I would just be able to relinquish it to you for 2 weeks.
I have Miles Morales. I bought
you
on
have
Steam like ages ago. Just never played it.
No, you kind of want to play it on PS5.
Yeah, I might rebuy it on PlayStation 5. But
I bought cheap right now.
Yeah, I bought Spider-Man 2 for like 45% off, I want to say. I didn't get Astro Bot because I didn't find the discount to be that deep. So I was like, I think Astro Bot was like 20% off, while Spider-Man 2 was like 45% off. I was like, okay, explain that to me. I think probably because Astro Bot is way more popular right now.
Yeah, and probably just kids.
Yeah, probably because they're both like full price games-ish. So I was like, like paying like $40 some for Spider-Man 2. I was like, yeah, fucking right. But like Astro Bot was still like over $50, and I was like, there's a mental
there's something about
there's a psychological limit there. I'm like, that's on sale if it's above $50.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's pretty much what I gotta finish this run though of Baldur's Gate, and I'm nowhere near. No, I'm maybe at the halfway point, I want to say. So I gotta run through that, and then I gotta keep stocking the Ludotech at work so that I can get Astro Bot.
Nice.
I'm telling you, fucking nerds, get that shit off your watch list, please, and thank you.
You've been told. Joelle, Arc Raiders, still going strong?
Arc Raiders, man. Yeah, still leveling up and getting more goop and which means stuff and blueprints. They're dropping new maps soon, which is very exciting. They just had an event. That event has ended, so new maps are coming. It is pretty fun, and I accidentally killed someone that I felt bad about. And I was like, oh no. But I'm trying not to. I don't want to be in PvP servers, so I'm trying to not use my gun, because apparently, like, if you don't use your gun as much and like don't shoot people or don't loot raiders that are already down, like, you get in less conflicted PvP sessions. So but it's fun. It's fun to see the progression and keep things going. And I finally got the outfit that I wanted. So like that was really important.
Yes.
Yeah. I finally got my duds that I wanted to get, and so yeah, it's fun. We logged on the other day at like 8, and then I kid you not, the last time I looked at my watch, it was like after midnight. And I was like, there's no way I've been playing this for 4 hours. Like we just like, I like didn't even, was just like running another one, like managing inventory. Like it just kills the clock. So, but it's really fun and having a good time. And I can see why this game is so popular. It's just, it's super fun. So we'll see what maps are coming out, new events, new things. And yeah, they're doing a great job. Like Embark is just crushing it on like how they're running the game, how they're responding to issues, the choices that they've made. Like it's I have nothing else to compare it to, because it's the only like shooter I've played, and it's the first extraction shooter I've played, but this is definitely really, really fun. It's really, really fun. And I am getting better. Ryan is very good at it, and he's teaching me what to do and not to do. And we have very very constructive conversations about how I need to listen more, like when I'm in the game, because I just like to stir chaos, and that bothers him, and sometimes gets him killed.
Oh,
because I'm just like, yeah. So but it is fun. It's a good time, and it's also fun watching all of the clips on like TikTok and, well, not on TikTok, but like on Instagram that are coming out of like the whoopsies that happen and just like them. It's so fun. It's so comical. It's fun. I bet watching some people stream it would just be hilarious because like it's so much better when you're not the person playing it. But yeah, we're having a really good time. So we'll see. The DLC for Cult of the Lamb drops in a few days, so I might switch over and also pick that up before Pokopia comes out. Maybe try to squeeze that in before.
Cool. I think you'll be fine. Yeah. You got some time. Yeah. I ended up downloading the Animal Crossing New Horizons update. So I'm decorating my hotel. It is terrifying going back into the game and having the characters, as you go to speak to them, say, I haven't seen you in checks watch 4 years, 2 days and something. And I'm just like, oh my God, stop shaming me. I went to play other games. You had no more content. Which is crazy that I say that too, because as I go back through and I'm seeing, like, obviously that's popping off my feed now, seeing people decorate and do all this stuff. And then I realize I didn't even really get very far in the second DLC with the islands, the Happy Home Paradise, because I didn't have the room dividers. I don't have the lower balcony things. There's a whole bunch of stuff that I don't have. So I'm powering through that. I am time traveling because I'm not waiting around. I don't have that kind of time anymore. It's not 2020. But I'm looking to try something that I guess kind of came out and became a thing more maybe after the first year and bit of Animal Crossing being out there. Because one of the most annoying things about Animal Crossing, which is kind of a design mechanic, is how like every day there's only certain things available for you to do. And by me saying that, I mean like you go to Mabel's store to buy some clothing, there's only certain things available to you at that day. And then also too, you go to Nook's Cranny and you go to buy some cool items to decorate, and you probably have one thing that's okay, but maybe not in the color you want it, and everything else is of no interest to you, and you're just like, wow, now I have to wait 24 hours. And even when you wait 24 hours, it doesn't mean that it's going to be guaranteed for you to have all items there, right, that you want. During 2020, the kind of way people were kind of hacking, being able to get better items faster, was that there'd be one person who would have an island with all these items and have them all dropped on the ground, and you would essentially get permission to go fly to their island using a dodo code and touch all the items, pick them up, so then they'd be in your catalog, so that you could go back to your island then and actually order those particular items. Now, since then, there's been lots of different progress made, and the new thing is called a treasure island. So essentially what happens here is this is actually a hacked switch that has most or a ton or a theme, but essentially the whole like land, like imagine like the entire island being flattened and there's just items everywhere. So what they want you to do is to go and pick up each of the items that you want to get and put in your inventory. And then you don't drop them and leave them there, because this is a hacked switch for some reason. What happens is something like when they reload the island, they all just show back up again. So you actually take them and then bring them to a trash can and throw them out, or fly back to your island with them if they're DIYs or something like that. Because if you learn it on the island, in that it won't carry over and it won't count. So this is the new thing, and people like are just on Twitch showing these islands off, and you get the code and you go and fly there and you pick up whatever you want, you go back to your island, and then you have it, or you can order it. It's kind of crazy to see how people are doing that to kind of circumvent the mechanics of the game that kind of force you to make you wait, but also are essentially like a creative blocker, because you see all this cool stuff that people are doing and like it shuts you down because you can't have access to it. Which, is annoying if you see all these cool things, and I'm like, I'm not playing another 400 hours of this game. I played 400 hours already in 2020, and I didn't have everything then. So, it's trippy to be back playing this game again. I had to relearn the mechanics, which was fun because, finger dumb because Nintendo. But then also, too, just like, how do I pick up items? How do I catch bugs? Remembering all the controls and being really slow and not remembering how certain mechanics work. It was definitely a little bit of a learning curve. But yeah, once you get back into it, you're sucked right back into the loop of just cleaning up things and going and checking your fossils and then going to decorate a Happy Home Paradise home, or maybe going to decorate a room in your new hotel and seeing all these new characters wander around because now you're the vacation spot. They come to visit your island. So, it's fun. I don't know how long it's going to keep me. There's a very big game that went into early access called Hytale. Hytale used to be a server inside Minecraft, and then they broke off and did their own thing. Now they've been talking about making this game for freaking eons, and now it's released in early access, and every Minecrafter that I follow on YouTube is now playing it. I am very curious. I don't know how I feel about the aesthetic yet. It looks really janky in my opinion. So waiting to see kind of like what comes of that. And if I want to pick that up because I'm curious, but I don't know how curious I am yet. So far it's getting some pretty decent praise. So we shall see.
But isn't Hytale by Riot Games?
I don't know exactly. I watched a video once of how they had broken off because it was like they were picked up by another company. And then they were dropped and they canceled the game, but they let them continue on their own. It's really, one of the YouTubers that I follow was explaining it. And they were like, what? So you heard about this Hytale? Because I remember Hytale being in Minecraft.
Yeah, it was funding from Riot Games.
Yeah.
Yeah, which would go to purchase a studio in 2020. The game was canceled in June 2025 before being revived November 2025 by its original creator, Simon Collins.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember... I remember one of my mutuals working for Riot Games, but for the UK. And I think it was this.
Maybe. It's quite possible.
Yeah.
So I'm curious because, anything that's like a spin-off, like something like that, how do they differentiate themselves from Minecraft? This is probably the biggest shakeup Minecraft has seen as a competitive game somewhat like it next to Roblox, right? And this was drawn from Minecraft. So interesting start of the year for that community for sure. All right. This is a video game podcast. So let's play a podcast game about video games. Joelle has the game today. Joelle, do you want to explain how this game is going to work? It's called Hero Dueling?
Yeah, okay. So I remember playing this card game one time that I thought was really kind of funny. So you get assigned a known celebrity or like historic figure.
Okay.
And so the person in charge assigns them to you, and then you have to debate on why your person would win in a fight. And then the moderator picks who wins.
Oh, so Kat and I are going... We're on a debate, two different sides of a debate now?
Two different sides of a debate. So the example that I came up with was if I assigned Mario to Leah and I assigned Cat Sonic, who you'd have to convince me who would win in a fight. Does that make sense? So even if you don't agree, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Like if you personally don't agree, it doesn't matter. You still have to say like this person is going to win in this duel.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yep. Yes. And do we have like a certain amount of time to place our arguments in?
I'd say like we might like maybe you'll say like one thing, and then if you feel like you have more to say, like we maybe go like back and forth a few times, and then I'll probably make a decision. So
all right,
little different, but I wanted to kind of unleash the creative minds that you two are, and I wanted to see how this goes. So I have about 4 pairings. If we don't get to all of them, like that's okay. But okay, so the first pairing is I'm gonna give Leah a Geralt from Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Did I say that right? Geralt. Sorry. Geralt. Reading's hard. Geralt. And then I'm going to give Cat Bayonetta. So if those two got in a duel, who would win and like why? So I'm going to start with Leah. Why do you think Geralt would win?
Oh my goodness. Here's what's hard about this. It's been so long since I've played that game. I don't even know what powers and stuff he has. I just know he's a badass and he can kill things. Living, dead, undead, who cares? He can kill it. It's out there. He's Geralt. He can also win over any woman in the process. So he's Geralt. He's good looking. He's a fighter. I don't know how we would do against guns. I don't remember if Geralt uses guns. Does he?
No, he has spells though.
He has spells.
He throws fire, force fields. He mind controls.
Okay, Cat, I think it's your turn.
Yeah. So, all right.
I have played 0 Bayonetta games.
Oh no! I thought you totally played Bayonetta.
Listen. We're talking about attractiveness. Bayonetta's got it as well. On top of that,
she does.
She uses all of her clothing as powers. She has glasses to see better. So, like Geralt's aging. Can he still read? Can he still see over there? Bayonetta, she's got 20/20 with them peepers on. Also, she's got a gun. So I don't know how much the signs by Geralt would prevent a fucking bullet. Yeah. But also, it's not just she's just standing there and shooting. She's doing acrobatics. She's running in 6 inches heels. Running at full speed, she can twirl. She can do backflips while shooting her gun. I think Geralt would see her, get a boner, and then get shot in the face.
I don't know if I have a rebuttal for that.
Yeah, do you have a retort?
My retort is Geralt can ride a horse. He's a very good babysitter.
He is.
I don't know. He lost that child. We were spending how many seasons on Netflix looking for that fucking child?
He looks really good in a tub.
Dehydrated in a tub.
He can play a mean hand of cards. I haven't played that game since 20. When did I play that game? I think I played that game during COVID, the beginning of COVID, before Animal Crossing came out. So it's been a while.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I didn't think it was such a deep cut for you. I'm sorry. All right. I think
it's a deep cut for both of us. That's true. She knew more about Bayonetta and she hasn't played the game than I finished The Witcher 3.
I am shocked. You got to put that on your list, Kat. I am shocked that you haven't played Bayonetta.
Oh my gosh.
I still think even with that, I do think Kat took it. I didn't think about Geralt wanting to seduce Bayonetta, but now that I think about it, he's going to be jealous.
Those shots.
Yeah, he's going to be jealous of her hair, that she uses her hair to protect herself, and that and she's British. So I just don't think he's going to be able to. So yeah,
probably
all right.
Not. Probably not.
Hopefully these next ones won't be such a deal. We'll see. Okay.
We'll see how crazy this goes.
This is so fun. Yeah, you just make up stuff. So I think hopefully this will be a little bit better for you. I know, Leah, that you have played games with Nathan Drake in them.
Yes.
From Uncharted. So I'm going to give you Nathan Drake from Uncharted versus the highly anticipated remake and new game from the Tomb Raider series. Lara Croft is going to be Cat's duel. So between Nathan Drake and Lara Croft,
oh man,
is there someone who's ready to start?
Cat, you go first this time.
Cat, are you ready to start?
All right. So, first off, Lara Croft doesn't need a fucking team like this dude does. from what I remember of every Tomb Raider game that I've played, which is 2 of them, the first one and then the first one when they rebooted, bitch was alone. She's rich, British, good looking, can dual wield guns, got legs for days. I think she looks better in a tank top than Nathan Drake. And she's like, both of them are pillaging stuff that doesn't belong to them. So you know, we're not going to get on the moral high horse here.
No.
They're both like Indiana Jones wannabe, let's face it. But I think Lara Croft's the better stealing of cultural appropriation. She's better at it.
Oh man,
that's hilarious.
I
didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, where do we go from here? Where do we go from here?
All right, Nathan.
I mean, Nathan.
Let's go, Nathan.
I didn't have compelling arguments. I'm pretty sure you can destroy me.
Yeah. I mean, like I'm trying to defend Nathan Drake, but it's kind of hard to defend Nathan Drake, because he goes out there and kills everybody and has no repercussions whatsoever.
Typical cisgendered white man.
Yeah, Sully's like telling him what to do, and he's like young whippersnapper or whatever. And then you've got Elena who's just trying to record everything on her camera for her news stories. I mean, he manages to procreate. That's kind of good. I don't know if that's a spoiler or not. It's been this long since the game came out. Who knows? I mean, if you put, I feel like I was put at a disadvantage here too, because I mean, like they both look good. They're both like kind of put there as like as you know, that sort of.
Sorry, I'm laughing so much I hit my mic.
You hit your microphone. And like they both wield a mean gun. They both can shoot a bow and arrow. They both can judo chop somebody. So I mean, like the only win is that in the very first game, and I want to hand this to Kat because she got Lara Croft and those boobs could poke an eye out. So I mean, like Nathan Drake's put at a disadvantage here.
Oh no! I thought he would be able to come out victorious.
No, I can't. They're both. Like he's just, I don't know. He's a great protagonist in the game, but he's definitely not the strongest. All I know is his death count is huge, and apparently no one can touch him to accuse him of anything.
Listen, Lara Croft ran with her tiny polygon legs so that high-def Nathan Drake could run.
Heck yeah.
That's true.
Hey, his only claim to fame is that there is a scene in one of the Fast and the Furious movies that I'm sure is straight up Nathan Drake trying to crawl off of a train that is coming off a cliff.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got athleticism. He's got good aim as long as it's not me controlling him. And he can solve a mean puzzle, and that's really my brain. So who are we counting here?
Yeah.
This is not in defense. I did not want him to win this.
Obviously not. You switched teams.
I switched teams halfway through.
I was like, I did not see this coming. So I think that's gonna have to be Lara Croft.
Yeah.
For the win. I love that Lara Croft walked so that Nathan Drake and Iris could. All right. Next one. Oh boy. Okay. So we got another one here is Aloy from Horizon, and well, okay. Leah, I want to help you out. Leah, did you play the Horizon franchise?
I played the first one.
Did you play any of the Mass Effect?
No.
Okay, so you're gonna get Aloy. I just wanted to help you out here, and this might be a softball, but Kat, you're gonna get Shepard from Mass Effect.
FemShep?
Or
all Shep?
Just all Shep.
Shep in general. Chef squared.
Yeah, Shep in general. So why don't we start with Leah?
I mean, she's like the key, right? Aloy is like the one. She's like Neo. She can bend time. Not really. That's not in the game. I'm just making shit up. But yeah, she's the second coming. I mean, she's the reason why they didn't end up, the world didn't totally disappear, and now she gets to go and put it all back together with the genes that she has from what is it, like Gaia. So yeah, I mean, she can also wield a weapon. She can also tame monstrous mechanical beasts. She's a badass doing it, and I mean, I wouldn't scale one of those tall neck things, but she does, and that gets an A+ in my books.
Compelling stuff. Really, really, really good highlights. Kat, what do you have to say about Shepard?
Well, first of all, I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite shop on the Citadel. So we have the OG influencer.
My favorite shop on the Citadel.
Also, fuck saving Earth. We're saving the entire universe. So scale it up, Aloy.
That's game 3, okay? It doesn't exist yet.
Yeah, that's not fair.
From unfathomable, basically complete eradication, every alien wants to fuck me, and I want to fuck them.
Why do we keep bringing attractiveness in?
It's
after our video game characters. Oh my god, we're thirsty AF.
And this is about winning, so I'm gonna go low.
Joelle, next time we do this, can you give us a day to prepare? Because I bet you our defenses would be epic.
You give me a day, I'm showing up with PowerPoint slides.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have the Venn diagram of who would win.
I'm gonna have
Vitruvian Man is actually Alloy.
I just think it's I just wanted to see what would happen. I'm like, either this is gonna be weak, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I wanted to try it.
Anyway, all that to say, also my fandom is more toxic. They had to rewrite an entire game ending. People crunched.
I don't think that's a reason to win.
You're more toxic? I don't know. There's been some...
there's at least 10 families in Edmonton that were destroyed because of that. Because of the crunch for them to redo the end of Mass Effect 3.
Oh my gosh.
10 families in Edmonton!
Wasn't there a moment in Mass Effect, though, where it was kind of like Ubisoft, where there was no face on a character? Oh, yeah, the faces look like mush in the last game at some stuff, so...
Well, that was Andromeda. So, yeah. That shit was not...
Oh, you're not counting
I'm defending
Andromeda.
Shepard from the main 3 games.
Okay.
So Andromeda is not part of this argument. If you want it to be, we can do that protagonist. But we're talking about... Commander Shepard of the... Oh, God. I forgot the name of the ship. Holy shit. I'm a fake fan.
Do not even say that,
not
Catherine.
I
can't... The half the information I can't keep in my brain. It's only just vague recollection and kind of weird images that live of games I've played. Half the time I'm like, I played that? I don't remember that.
Well,
when was that? Yesterday? Damn.
I should have asked you. The one thing that Shepard doesn't have on Aloy is that he hasn't been Lego-fied yet.
True. I got a Lego.
No Lego.
Booyah!
No Lego games. Yeah.
Well, that's
the
on
Lego
EA
franchise.
there. They got to get on that licensing deal.
That's funny.
Have you seen the Pokemon? The new ones that are supposed to be coming out?
Oh, I know.
That's $700 USD.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's huge. Anyways, we're not.
Who needs
retirement
when you can have Pokemon?
Who needs retirement when you got Legos?
All right. Well, next time we do this game, I will send them to you.
Then it'll be unhinged because we'll have time to prepare.
That's
I'm going to go and ask for opinions. This will be a proper debate.
All right. So I'll cycle through another game and then we'll bring this up soon.
Okay.
And then I'll do another one. I didn't mean for it to get so shallow, but as I was thinking it, I thought of Geralt first, and I'm like, well, you can't. You gotta. I was like, well, you gotta factor that into it. So
yeah.
To be fair, the era of games that you picked were about attractive people.
That's true. That's true.
I'm sorry, but Nathan Drake is like, they mushed together like 3 action, like very good looking.
Indiana Jones, James Bond, and probably Han Solo. Yeah, it's a little bit of all 3, right?
Yeah, Tom Holland got the role for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they were all they're all pretty people. I'm sorry, people will argue that Aloy is not, but I'm like,
she's gorgeous.
I think
she's amazing.
Gorgeous. She's wonderful, beautiful.
Yeah, she's also the one.
She is the one, and she's amazing. Anyway, well, thanks for playing along with Hero Dueling at the top of the cuff. Total improv, no warm up. So I think you ladies did great. Thank you.
Thank you. That was really
yeah, it's good. We need to bring that back. That could essentially be in a whole topic of the show.
Oh, that's
where we debate. And feel free to go unhinged. They don't all have to be human characters.
No, but again, I wanted just to see how this went. So I was just like, I'm just gonna do play safe. I was like, okay. I'm just gonna play safe right now. Yeah. But I had lots of other ideas that I tried to bring that back. Lots of different directions. So next time there will be a little bit of prep.
Cool. All right, let's take a wee break. We get into topic of the week, which is the games that we're looking forward to playing in this year. That is 2026. We'll be right back. Let's look to the future and talk about video games that we're looking forward to playing in 2026. We recently did both the fantasy drafts, so there's lots of things to look at. Plus, some noise has started to be made. As you hear this, when we usually release the episode, there is a Xbox presentation happening on the 22nd, so curious to see kind of what comes out of that. And slow roll now, it's not our normal kind of news cycle, so I'm sure there's going to be more games and things that pop off. But here are the ones that are currently on our radar that we are excited to dive into this year.
I'm really excited for the next Xbox Direct because they had 2 games on my radar there. So Fable, they've been talking about it forever. I've never played one of the originals because I didn't have an Xbox 360 or whatever they were on, but it is in my wheelhouse. It is definitely in my wheelhouse because it is high fantasy. Fucking elves and swords and dragons and shit. And I remember talking to Allie of Girls on Games.
8-Bit Blonde.
Yeah, who loved those games growing up. Mm-hmm. But she had said that they didn't age well. So I
played the last one and it did, I had to stop. It didn't age well.
Yeah. So I've never visited that franchise. So I am sat for this Fable. Hopefully it comes this year. And then completely at the opposite, Forza Horizon 6. I am not as big into racing sim as let's say Mike or my friend Cedric Olivier from work. But I love a good Forza Horizon when they come out. I love to play those. I love to spend a good 2-3 months just collecting cars until I kind of get sick of it. But I always play the Horizon games on and off. So really looking forward to that. I don't think they announced Forza Horizon 6, but I don't think they announced where it's going to be set.
Yeah, because that one's more of a arcadey kind of game rather than a simulation game that Motorsport is. And
it's based
the last
in a
one was
specific
Mexico,
area.
Was it not? Yeah, and then the one before was across the U.S.?
No, it was last one was Mexico, which was based around Tulum where you had your wedding.
Yeah.
And then before that was England. And then before that was I think 4 was Australia and then 3 was somewhere in the US.
Okay. It's interesting not knowing right now. And same kind of thing with Fable, we know very little about that game. Mm-hmm. All they've shown is a few cinematics and some kind of narrative stuff with the wit that we anticipate from that. But both of those games, I feel like we have fairly good concepts of what Fable can be and Forza Horizon series can be, but we don't really know much about what we're going to get at all.
No, that's why I'm really chomping at the bit Like, I want to know where Forza Horizon 6 is going to be set. Vegas, around Vegas, I think the third was. I did not play 1 and 2, of course, because I started with the Xbox One. But yeah, in Fable, they just kind of teased it. I'm happy to go in blind. I've rarely met a fantasy game I didn't enjoy. And I don't think it's going to be one of those like hyper simulation like Kingdom Come Deliverance. I think I don't know, the teaser they gave us felt more like Shrek.
Yeah, that's kind of what it is like, for adults.
I'm there for that. I am 100% there for that.
That's kind of like if you were like living in a nursery rhyme fantasy land book, but everybody's kind of jaded by it.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of the vibe I got from playing the last one. So that's why I'm intrigued. And I think what they showed us was kind of like Jack and the Beanstalk year or something like that.
Yeah.
The last, like that's what I'm saying. Like we've gotten like a little bit of narrative and a logo reveal of just Fable, but like we know nothing else.
And it is also by Playground Games, the people that also make this sports car games that makes the Forza game. So I'm sure it's not the same team. But yeah, they're using the same engine for Fable and for like Forza Horizon 6. I think that's like, it's like they use the FIFA engine to make Dragon Age. That's how they got good hair. And then my third spot would have been for Fire Emblem, but I need to buy a Switch 2, and I don't know if that's in the card for this year. So Fire Emblem, it might be in a long-term backlog like my PlayStation 5 games were for a while. But I will buy a Switch 2 eventually. I want to get Mario Kart, and I'm going to want to play Fire Emblem. So maybe, are they still hard to come by, the Switches?
I don't know. I haven't looked in a very long time. We're out of a holiday season now, so maybe they might be a little bit easier.
Yeah.
They weren't too hard in the States, so
yeah.
Like I walked in and I could get I could walk in a store and get one. So
we had like stock for a while.
Yeah.
If you walked around to a few like, well, now they're EB Games, but back then there were still GameStops or like people walked into some Best Buys. Sometimes they were out of stock. Sometimes they had stock. So I don't know, maybe February I'll see like if it's, very like in the low buying season, maybe I can get my hands on a Switch 2 and then I'll be able to play Fire Emblem. But that is a very big if. So I'm replacing my third spot by Restory, which is one of the games we saw in the Wholesome Direct, which is fixing old vintage tech. I think I'm just yearning for a good chill puzzle game like Make Room was, and like Is the Seed Taken was, just something completely wholesome, just turn my brain off, look at puzzle, have fun. So really looking for that one. So I got like 2 like major like AAA releases, and then I've got like my little palate cleanser, and I'm just like, give me the game about fixing old tech, please and thank you.
The Fire Emblem game is not coming out at all on the old Switch?
No, it's coming out in February just for Switch 2.
Okay, which is it? Path of Radiance? No.
No, it's something weaving. Crap, I didn't write it down. Fortune Weaves. Fire Emblem Fortunes Weave.
Okay.
And it's a main game. Like I tried playing their mobile game.
Yeah, it's just coming to Switch 2. Crazy.
And they're all terrible. No, they're not terrible. They're just not my jam. I'm like, this is why I'm not a mobile gamer in terms of like RPGs and stuff. I was like, I'm not digging this.
It's the 18th installment of the Fire Emblem series based on what fandom has written.
Holy cow.
Yeah, there's a lot of Fire Emblem games.
I don't think it comes out in February. They don't have any details. This says 2026, but it is strictly Switch 2.
Why did I have February on the brain?
Oh, maybe there's an announcement or something coming, or like a direct or something.
Or I just thought, February would be a good time to buy a Switch. That's maybe
that's it.
But no, they teased it last year, saying it was coming out this year for Switch 2 only. I think at this point, like these kinds of games that are like very big are just coming to Switch too.
I played
I played the fuck out of Three Kingdoms on the Switch 1, and it ran really well. I played the fuck out of the one that was on the 3DS. Fates? I forget. But that one was also like really, really good, and it ran really well on the 3DS. I came in late to the Fire Emblem franchise, even though I love these kinds of like tactic RPG games. Played some Disgaea, played FF Tactics, you know. I really enjoy them. I enjoy the anime-ness of them. They're not as anime as Disgaea. Disgaea is really over the top, like horny anime. This one is more like heroic. I must be the best and morally best and the greatest hero to ever be type of anime. But I eat that shit up. So, I'm. Like I said, the only reason it's not in my top 3 is it very much. If I can't get the hardware,
$800 game,
basically, because I gotta buy the hardware. As in Restory, it's like probably fucking $20-$30 on Steam, and I'm set, bruh.
Yeah,
set. Yeah. So that one I'm gonna buy as soon as it drops, compared to Fire Emblem, which is gonna be an investment.
Joelle, what are you looking forward to?
My first one, I really hope it comes out. I'm really, really hoping it comes out is Wolverine. So I think it would be, I think it's going to look sick. I think it's going to be fun and gory, kind of really diving into that character of Logan. So I'm really excited for Wolverine's release. Just kind of hoping that it does this year. One that's coming out fairly soon that I am really pumped about, which I can't believe I'm going to be pumped about this, but I'm excited for the Diablo DLC, Lord of Hatred, to come out. I think that's going to be really fun. I'm really surprised at how much I liked the former DLC that came out. I played it twice, and I don't know, like, it has me in its grips. Like, however they formatted Diablo 4, like, I just thought was amazing. It's so pretty, and the combat is so satisfying. So I am really excited to play that. I pre-ordered it. It's just like, usually I don't do that, but so I'm excited for that. Pumped for Lego Batman to come out as well. That should be a good time. I generally enjoy the Lego franchise games, and that should be a good one to play as well. I don't know where I'll play Lego Batman on. I'm not entirely sure. Diablo will be the PS5, and then Lego Batman I haven't really quite decided yet. Also, I'm very curious to see, as like a bonus title, would be Pokopia, because it might be my first Pokemon game.
I can't believe you said it's going to be your first Pokemon game.
I know, and it's going to be Pokopia. So
that's crazy.
I know.
As Pokemon adjacent as you get. You didn't even play Pokemon Go?
No.
What? You weren't in that whole craze?
I haven't played any. I've played no Pokemon.
Have you watched the anime?
I have watched some episodes of the anime.
Okay.
So I know, like, and I watched the Detective Pikachu that movie, which I really enjoyed.
Do you know what Ditto is?
It's something that I don't enjoy looking at. Like, I know that.
This is great.
Don't love it.
Ditto can transform into any other Pokemon, or human in this case.
It's gross. Yeah,
that's why it's called
I love
Ditto.
it. It's like one of my favorite.
Yeah,
I bought a like Labubu, but like a Ditto at the Pokemon event. Mike bought it for me. Yeah, it's gonna go in my backpack. Yeah.
Well, I just think, like, I don't know. But yeah, anyway, I just thought that was kind of funny. I'm like, is my first Pokemon game gonna
That's
be
hilarious.
Yeah. Because I'm gonna wait to see what the reviews say, but my interest is piqued on that one. So those are my ones, and I'm sure something will shadow drop that I'll nerd out over. But from what I know so far, mostly in the first half of the year. So my titles so far are first half of the year. So we'll see what the rest of the the back half of this year looks like for me, I guess. So.
Yeah, that's always the exciting thing about this time of the year is because we have an inkling of what could be to come, and then some dates on certain things. But then, the opportunity is kind of endless because we don't know. We don't know what sneaky hits are going to come. We don't know what might get announced, if we're going to get certain games this year or not. Pokemon Pokepia is definitely top of my list. And it's releasing fairly early, March 5th. Life Sim spin-off of Pokemon mashed up with kind of Animal Crossing vibes. You are a Ditto in the game, transformed into a human, and then it looks like using your Ditto powers, being able to take the powers of these Pokemon. So cut grass, you need a Bulbasaur. Light something on fire, you need a Charmander, that kind of thing, and you mimic them. It's so funny because there was a moment yesterday when I was playing Animal Crossing where I think my brain just got confused because we've got this game incoming. And I've also watched the Pokemon Concierge that's on Netflix. And there's something about the happy home designer mixed with me then being at the Pokemon thing all day and then thinking about Pokemon Concierge, and now this game is coming, where it's like almost like this cross-pollination of all those things together. So at one moment I was kind of almost thinking about my Animal Crossing villagers as if they were Pokemon for some reason, because they're creatures too, right? Like they're more like animals than anything else. You're kind of the only humanoid character there. So yeah, that game has a lot of potential. It also could be super surface level. So God only knows.
Yeah.
And they could string us along for the long game of like what they could put into it. It needs to be as in depth as Animal Crossing
at least
was.
Yeah,
to start.
Yeah.
I'm really hoping it's not on a real life day life cycle because I freaking hate that. Give me the Stardew Valleys where it's like 20 minutes, or Minecraft.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the real life. I think that's why I fell out of Animal Crossing. Cause I'm like, I gotta wait like a whole day. I was like, oh, because it really just took it out of like in my control, and then I'm like, well, I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right.
And there was so much shame. I'm losing my voice now, but so much shame around time traveling, and now I just do it willy-nilly. I don't care. I remember that moment where I finally decided that I was going to start time traveling, and I was like, yeah, this makes life so much easier. Sticking with the life sim, this is one that I'm not sure which of my fantasy critics I put this on. It's a game called Moonlight Peaks, and it's essentially a life sim, but it's supernatural, and you're a vampire. There's a mystical town full of werewolves and witches and mermaids and other magical residents. You'll grow magical crops, brew potions, cast spells, customize your vampiric home, build relationships. There's romance. And you're just trying to prove that compassion can exist in the undead world. I played a demo of this that was just like the kind of like having your house and your farmland and starting to do some crops and things like that. It was very basic to the beginnings, but what I saw, I liked. I like the opportunity of mashing up something kind of dark with something kind of cozy. I got a lot of that in playing Graveyard Keeper, which was a dynamite sim game too. So yeah, excited for that one. I have no idea when that is going to release. Right now it just says 2026 on PC. So God only knows. And my third game was supposed to come out last year, but then got delayed. Witchbrook. Came from the folks that published Stardew Valley. So, you're amongst good people there. They're trying to get it out this year. I mean, like I said, it was supposed to come out at the tail end of last year, but then no one heard anything for the longest time. It's like Stardew Valley on steroids in what it looks like. It is the prettiest isometric artwork that I've seen in a very long time. It's almost like Stardew Valley and Coral Island smushed together. It gives me those vibes. There's going to be like you're in this Witchbrook college school learning to be a magician, wizard, witch, whatever you're trying to do. a lot of the similar things you kind of expect out of Moonlight Peaks too, and even Pokepia, like the relationship building, farming, customizing your own cottage, all that kind of stuff. It's supposed to be coming to PC, Switch 2, and Xbox. There's going to be online multiplayer co-op of some sort.
Ooh.
So yeah, I'm intrigued by this one too. Obviously, I seem to be in a bit of a theme with these games. That continues with me being 2 other ones that I have on my list. There are no Ghosts at the Grand. That just looks, every time I watch that trailer, I'm like, yes, give it to me. Where I get to take like the spookiness and management of a hotel and mash it up with House Flipper, that's so much fun. And then just the 5th, just to kind of keep it, because I keep my eyes on this, and I have no idea if this is going to come out in 2026 or not. But the follow-up to Astroneer, called Starseeker Astroneer Expeditions, I'm really intrigued by that. It's a spin-off, so it's going to be like an action-adventure game, but like really on cooperative exploration and using a team. That's kind of how they're pushing it right now. And yeah, that Astroneer team put so much love into the first game. I can only imagine what's going to come with the next one. So, yeah, you can kind of see a theme in all my games. I think I've come to a point now too where, like, yes, I'm excited about some of the big releases and things like that everybody's talking about. Like, I'm going to play Grand Theft Auto 6. It's going to happen. It kind of need to as part of the zeitgeist. But like, is it the thing that's my very, I'm super excited and intrigued by it. I know it's going to be good, but it's not that thing that's like really like out there speaking to me in the way that I want to play video games right now. I'm really looking for the escapism and adventure away from the everyday and hopefully to something cozy, because we live in chaos.
Although there might be something cathartic about, if it does come out, it might be my like at the back end, maybe I'll be like, this was awesome, but I'm gonna believe it when I see it at this point. So I'm just like, I'll believe it when I sees it.
Truth. Wow, there's so many games that we're going to be talking about over the course of the year. So much things. And like you said, Joelle, who knows? We might have a Blueprints or a pop out of nowhere, or an Expedition 33 that is a masterpiece and everybody runs away with.
That's right.
Everything. It's fun right now because it's not as predictive and samey as like back when we even started Girls on Games, where it was like you had key moments in the year. Now it's very fractured in how we learn about things, and your next favorite game you might not have heard of yet and might drop tomorrow, and the reason you haven't heard is just because there's so much noise out there, and so many good things, and people, and it's so easy for people to make games right now if they want to.
Exactly. It's like, it's so accessible to find a game engine and to submit your stuff to a store. And then you get to live the frustration of game dev as your game is refused for not meeting certification levels. And then you have to fix shit and submit it again and fix shit and submit it again.
Cat's not jaded at all.
Listen, I'm on a live game. They got that shit pat down.
Yeah, true.
They like, I send mock-ups and they're like, Xbox is going to say no to that. And I'm like, cool, thank you for telling me. And then we fix it before we submit it. But just saying to the indie devs out there, if Apple says no, don't worry. They said no to everybody.
That's right. They reject everyone.
Nobody submits a game to Apple one shot and you get it and you're on the store. Are you kidding me?
Oh my goodness.
Maybe now they fired everybody and the AI is doing it. I don't know.
Who knows?
All
right. Well, we will continue to talk about that over the course of the year. But right now, we're done this show for this week. If you would like to read more about Girls on Games, you could go to girlsongames.ca. Links to all the stories, back episodes. It's all there. Kat actually reshared your article about Stardew Valley and grief with a colleague the other day.
Aww.
Yeah. Listen, right now it's trending to share stuff from 2016, like on Instagram, whatever. I'm pretty sure that article is from 2016 because that's when the game came out.
Yeah, I remember. I'm trying to remember now if it said 2016 or 2017 on it.
It would be 2016.
It would be 2016, wouldn't it?
Yes. Because my dad passed away in November 2015. And I played that game right as it came out in 2016 as I was reeling from that wonderful life-changing event.
Yeah. Yeah, we were talking about grief, and that was something that came up. So yeah, there's tons of back catalog content. We used to write a lot. We don't do that so much anymore. But yeah, you can go check that out along with the show page for this here episode. If you have the power to rate and review this podcast where you are consuming it, that would be much appreciated. Why? It helps with discovery, pushes us up in the rankings, and any comments you leave help us build our show. As always, I'd like to thank the crew for being on the show with me this week. Give them the moment to shout out their social media handles so you can follow them anywhere and everywhere online. Catherine, where can people find you?
I am CSDSBINS on most social media. I'm mostly kind of active on Instagram and Blue Sky, but I'm trying to not be on social media as much. So catch me kind of hanging out in the Girls on Games Discord.
Sweet. Joelle, where can people find you?
People can find me at Joelle Lauren. People can find me on Instagram at Joelle Lauren 87. I mostly just post about hopefulness and some of the horrors that are happening. So if you're interested in dipping a toe into what my daily reality is, you can follow me there. Blue Sky at Joelle Lauren, but always hanging out in the Girls on Games Discord. Come and say hello.
And I am Leah Jew, most social media platforms. But of course, you want to know everything there is to know about Girls on Games. You can track us down at The Girls on Games on Twitter and Facebook. Just Girls on Games, know that in there on Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, and TikTok. Discord.me/Girls on Games to continue this conversation and more. But of course, if you ever want to know anything at all, you can track it down at our home base. That's our website, girlsongames.ca. Thank you, Joelle. Thank you, Kat. It's been another lovely week in video games. And I guess I'm going to go try a Treasure Island and see what happens for Animal Crossing. And it's not supposed to corrupt my Switch, but fingers crossed, okay?
And toes.
And toes. Until next time, see you later. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.